Most people think exhaustion comes from lack of sleep, lack of discipline, or lack of motivation. But sometimes, you don't stay in bed because you're weak. You stay there because something inside you has stopped cooperating. And if you've ever woken up and felt nothing, no drive, no spark, no reason to rise, I need you to hear me clearly. You're not broken. You're not lazy. You're not falling behind. Something deeper is happening. Something older than language. Something men were never taught to listen to. This is not the kind of tired your body feels. It's the kind your soul feels. And today, we're going into the dark with a flashlight. Carl Jung once said that a person isn't truly tired. They're disconnected from something essential. And when that disconnect becomes too wide, the soul pulls the emergency brake. Your mind calls it laziness. Your family calls it irresponsibility. Society calls it weakness. But Jung called it a sacred message. A message that says, the life you're living no longer fits the man you're becoming. Let that sink in. Because when you stop feeling energy for the things that once drove you, it's not failure. It's your inner world refusing to power a life that is no longer aligned. And that feeling, that heavy, unexplainable stillness, isn't depression or burnout or laziness. It's misalignment. Jung identified something most people never notice. Fatigue has meaning. It has intelligence. It has a message. There are 5 forms of soul-tiredness, and if you understand them, you'll understand yourself differently for the rest of your life. 1. The tiredness of misalignment. You feel no energy for what you're doing, not because you're lazy, but because your soul is refusing to fuel a false life. Meetings feel empty. Your routine feels hollow. The life you built doesn't match the life you need. This is your soul saying, I won't invest energy in a version of me that isn't real anymore. 2. The tiredness of unmourned grief. Sometimes the reason you can't get up is because part of you hasn't said goodbye to a dream that died, to a relationship that ended, to a version of yourself that didn't make it. Unprocessed grief drains energy quietly. It steals motivation like a leak in the basement of your heart. Your soul says, stop, feel this, honor what ended, heal before you move. 3. The tiredness of emotional overload. You take in too much, people's problems, the chaos of the world, everybody's expectations. You've been strong for too long. You've carried too much for too many. Your soul shuts down to protect you. It's cleansing, resetting, purifying you. This isn't weakness, this is maintenance. 4. The tiredness of transformation. This one is sacred. It happens when the old identity dissolves and the new one hasn't formed yet. You're not who you were, but you're not yet who you're becoming. Jung called this the liminal space, the in-between, the cocoon, the cave. Heroes always vanish before they return. Your stillness here is not failure, it's metamorphosis. 5. The tiredness of blocked creativity. When your purpose is trapped, when your potential has no outlet, when you've stopped expressing who you really are, your soul rebels. Unused creative energy turns inward and becomes apathy, frustration, or emptiness. This is your soul saying, stop wasting my fire, aim it where it matters. We live in a world that worships motion, grind culture, efficiency, productivity. But nature, the deeper nature, does not grow constantly. It grows in seasons. Bloom, decay, rest, rebirth. You are an ecosystem, not a machine. And the moments you call unmotivated, that's your winter, your restructuring phase, your soul reorganizing you from the inside out. The conscious mind thinks nothing is happening, but deep in the dark, your identity is rewriting itself, like a forest rebuilding under the soil. When that heaviness returns, don't ask, what's wrong with me? Ask, what is trying to speak through me? Take out a pen. Start writing without thinking. Let the unconscious speak in fragments, symbols, images. Jung called this active imagination. The goal isn't logic. The goal is connection. Write the truth you've been avoiding. Write the frustration you ignore. Write the grief you've buried. Write the dreams you disowned. The unconscious speaks softly, but once you listen, it becomes a compass. Ask yourself slowly, with honesty, what am I protecting myself from? What in my life no longer serves my growth? Which version of me is trying to be born? These questions will change the direction of your entire life if you let the answers rise without force. Sometimes the most powerful action is inaction. This is not laziness. This is not apathy. This is not giving up. This is alignment. This is honesty. This is the soul's rebellion against a life that no longer fits. Rest is not escape. Rest is recalibration. Rest is the preparation for transformation. Just as metal must melt before it reshapes, your identity must dissolve before it evolves. One day, maybe soon, you'll wake up with new clarity. The same world will look different, colors sharper, air lighter, purpose clearer. That's the sign your incubation has ended. Your soul will whisper, now move. Not rushed, not forced, not desperate, but naturally, like dawn breaking over a silent forest. So the next time your soul stops you, don't curse it, don't shame yourself, don't fight the wisdom inside you. Thank it. Your soul is not trying to break you, it's trying to rebuild you, to save you from a life too small, a path too narrow, a version of yourself that you've outgrown. Listen to the silence, honor the stillness, respect the pause. Because somewhere in that quiet, a new man is forming, stronger, clearer, more aligned, and finally ready to live the life he was always meant to live. Your rebirth begins in the stillness, and when the time comes, your next step will rise on its own.